Spacecraft are tested for the rigors of spaceflight before they even get to the launch pad. Think extreme heat, extreme cold, and whether or not it would survive in the vacuum of space. But one of the most dangerous parts of a mission will be what that spacecraft hears right before it leaves the atmosphere. We are in Lockheed Martin's Reverberant Acoustic Lab. This is where all of Lockheed Martin's spacecraft go through intense acoustic testing. That will eventually include Orion, the space capsule designed to bring humans to deep space. That means that the Orion crew module, the service module, and the launch abort system will all be brought right here and blasted with sound waves from massive gas-driven horns. Why are they doing this? Well, have you ever been in a place so loud that it hurts your ears? That happens because the way sound works is by literally vibrating molecules in the air and then moving as a pressure wave to get to your ear. The louder the sound, the higher the pressures your ears will experience. Now imagine the loudness of a rocket as it's launching into space. It can be a pretty dangerous environment for your ears and for spacecraft as well. For comparison, I'm probably speaking at a level of about 60 decibels. A rock concert is about 115 decibels. A rocket launch, though, can register at over 150 decibels. That is a lot of acoustic forces on a very important spacecraft that's carrying precious cargo. The Orion capsule will ultimately be placed on the most powerful rocket ever built. Talk about acoustic energy. It will send humans back to the moon and eventually to Mars. This is one of Orion's structural test articles, or STA. There are 3 STAs total, representing the crew module, the service module, and the launch abort system. Essentially, the STAs together represent Orion's twin. They are nearly the same structurally as the hardware that will ultimately fly, but these are the ones pushed to the limits with testing. During the acoustic test, the Orion STAs will all be stacked together as they would be at launch, and they'll have accelerometers attached all over to measure the vibration from the intense sound. The test articles will also undergo a series of other important tests, like vibration, load, and pyro shock tests, to make sure that Orion is ready to go when it's time for it to leave the planet. All of these tests are building up to Orion's next mission, known as Exploration Mission 1, or EM1. For this mission, Orion, without crew, will launch on top of NASA's Space Launch System on a mission around the moon. Orion will travel more than 40,000 miles beyond the moon and stay in lunar orbit for 3 weeks before it comes back home. This may sound straightforward, but this is definitely not business as usual. Compared to a standard mission to the International Space Station, this trip home will take 24 times longer. Orion will go 1,000 times farther, and it will experience temperatures 73% hotter. Everything is different. Orion is on track to be the most ambitious human spacecraft that anyone has ever built. But before it leaves the ground, the engineers here at Lockheed Martin are going to make sure they've tested it for every possible scenario, especially the loud ones. I'm Emily Calandrelli, and this has been your Spotlight on Space.